what is on the card, but you're not supposed to read the card verbatim unless it has special instructions that you're supposed to read out loud.
You're not supposed to read it?
You're not supposed to read it to everyone else to read it. So like,
Why?
just because it's
more interesting.
yeah, you're supposed to read it secondhand.
You didn't get the throwing it in your face. I have to do it one time.
It's way too big. Can't put it in
And
my
now
mouth.
it's Maju food.
Can't put it in my mouth.
Want you eat a
No.
peanut butter cracker? Want one? No? You want? Want one?
So after everyone looks at the card, you can either choose to spend a unit of time to move within the location. So if there are more cards, we could go here. If there's a specific test on a card, then the person that is at that location can take the test using those dice. Combat is similar to a test.
Okay.
Or we can leave the location and go somewhere else at the cost of a roll of time.
How do I kill Shawn?
Yeah, you can come in by. I go on a fight spot, and then you don't go help me,
Kind of, yes.
or you roll badly.
So then I like have like if no one sees me, leave you alone and die by yourself. Like you just got overwhelmed. I couldn't do anything.
I'm down for that.
This is weird.
I like
These
when you
dice are
roll
not
me.
the same.
Oh, yeah.
Say we're
That's
talking
why I
about
can't.
last time
That's
too.
why I can't.
One is
Hold
that
it
direction,
out,
one is
it's
that
too
direction. But
No, that
the
means
side
stop.
is the same.
That's a safe
And
word.
that's what I want.
You don't want pineapple. You want up to pineapple.
Up to pineapple.
Up to pineapple.
Pen pineapple.
And pineapple or apple.
Apple pen.
You want apple. You don't want pineapple.
Okay, so this is the first card, which is basically just instruction. And these ones are instructions that we're supposed to read aloud. So it says, when you enter the transfer room, you're greeted with Laura's voice. Laura is some time cop person administrator.
Sounds hot.
And she says, "Ah, Egypt, how lucky you are. If I could, I would gladly join you on your mission. The Egypt of the pharaohs, the pyramids, and the mysteries of the Nile. It's terribly exciting and so romantic at the same time. That being said, from what I understand from Bob, your trip is going to be far from a relaxing day."
Bob sounds like a jerk.
This guy.
I'm Bob.
That's why I read this card.
I'm Bob.
It says, now read, so this is instructional. It says, now read in turn, one at a time and out loud, cards B to H in order.
Agents, the situation is dire. Our surveillance units have detected a temporal anomaly on November 29th, 1922, the day of the opening of King Tut by archaeologist Howard Carter. Unlike what was recorded in history, the pharaoh's funeral mask was miskin.
Are you Jar Jar Binks now?
No. I'm this guy.
He's
The tomb had been
Jar Jar
looted.
something.
Our calculations are clear.
Does he
The
sound like Jar Jar
Scions
Binks?
have sent agents
a little bit, yeah.
to undertake the thief. Your year and transfer location is 1146 BC in Thebes, in Upper Egypt, a few days after the theft of the mask. This date is the only window of opportunity available after the temporal insertion of the Scions.
Well,
Looks like Saiyans almost, right?
insert your
Saiyans. Fight Goku.
Base C. I'm supposed to read the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once on location, find the grave robbers who must have been used as receptacles by the Saiyans?
Whatever.
Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans.
By
Then use their knowledge, or orifices, to find that famous mask. One important detail. It was anointed with a poison, which was behind the legendary curse of the tomb of King Tut. This ungent? It's an ungent.
It's like a smear.
Schmear.
This
Like
smear
a paste.
Schmear.
has no doubt evaporated during the theft. You must therefore find King Tut's mask and anoint it with black henbane before placing the whole thing back into the tomb of the defunct pharaoh. Not easy, but I'm sure you'll pull it off. I'll leave you with Sam. The droid appears behind you. Agents, greetings. Always happy to see you. Let me show you the 3 statistics of your receptacles.
Sorry, so we have to find a mask and then also find poison and put poison on the mask?
You have to find something to remove the poison.
On this mission, your receptacles will have the following statistics: agility, charisma, strength. A few important points. Some receptacles are linked to tokens. Only these receptacles can reach the cards with the backs shown, or that show that token symbol. When an element shows an X, it must be discarded after use. Be good. I love to follow your adventures, but you weren't as brilliant as usual last time.
So I think we're supposed to poison the mask. Because the poison has evaporated.
Black henbane.
And black henbane sounds like a poison.
I agree.
Alright, Laura begins speaking again. A few words on the situation at the location. You'll be ready for 1146 BC Thebes. The Valley of Kings is forbidden to anyone who isn't allowed there. That seems intuitively obvious. And it's the Magi, the Nubian elite army, who are tasked with enforcing that decree. The Magi. When changing locations, you will end up face to face with a troop of Magi. Each time your starting or arrival point is a location found on the west bank of Thebes, and the time captain rolls a 1 or a 3 on the die. Place the Magi card face down on Codex 1.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
Magi.
Look at a dog. The dog is the actual person playing, you're just helping move the pieces because he doesn't have fingers.
Can I put
Oh.
the coat on him so it looks like he's doing
Ancient
play?
Egypt didn't have coins. Egyptians therefore used bada, based on 2 counting units. The brown things are bags of grain, which are used as salary as rations by bureaucrats. The gold thing, which is about 90 grams of gold. For this mission, 1 gold is worth 5 brown. Place the barter card face up on Codex 2. Another thing which should make you rather happy for this mission, we were able to put at your disposal an ITD, instantaneous transfer device, the one shaped like a wasp. As you have learned at the academy, the ITD allows you to change receptacles during the course of your mission. It is extremely hungry when it comes to energy consumption, thus you will be able to use it forever. This tool can be key to successfully completing your investigation, so use it well. So you can switch between characters.
Yeah.
What does that mean? We move this up.
So we each, yeah, that goes into Codex 2. So we start the game with different characters and they have like different stats. And there are probably more than 4 to choose from. And therefore, you know, we maybe at a certain time we want to switch what person we're playing
are
with.
good at. Yeah. Alright. Adam, read that one in slot G.
I'll slot your G out. Instantaneous transfer device. For the ITD to work, the mind of a person is required to be receptive to it. You'll know you'll be able to perform a transfer when the icon shown here is depicted on a receptacle you encounter. Read the ITD card out loud and place it face up on the Codex 3.
This guy.
So the green symbol.
What is it?
That.
We need 5 blue tokens. The ITD is available for the entire group, and any agent can use it at any point as long as the tokens are still available. To change your receptacle, pay 1 blue token, discard your current receptacle, then take the indicated item to discover your new receptacle. The latter has all of their health and adds to their possession the items and inventory of the previous receptacle.
Do we know what the rules about if we die and stuff like that?
No, not yet. I
You
mean,
die in the Matrix.
You die in real life.
Body
Body count with a brain.
Place the item cards face down on their
We should watch that movie.
space.
Let's watch it tonight.
The 4 plan cards
Sleeping over
face down on
Sleeping over tonight?
their dedicated
Let's get my
space.
sheets.
You have to clean them tomorrow too. Sorry, continue. Continue, Stephen. What are you saying?
The group token on in Aphelica, the area in which you'll arrive.
pollution.
Aleutian.
Aleutian?
I believe you even though there are 2 C's.
Yes.
The time token is on 30.
Wish.
The 3 missions failed and successful cards on their spaces face down. Choose a receptacle. Don't forget to place. There are life points and inventory on the card. Keep the icon reference card close at hand. Choose the time captain. Blah.
I'm the captain now.
I want to be the priestess. She's hot.
Me too. Together.
Yeah.
Shawn is also the princess.
What is more after that? Like you were expecting so much more.
Do you want to be the soldier or the scribe?
Scribe.
Who's that guy?
Scribe.
He's kind of gay. Chase can be that guy.
Alright, look at your receptacles. Tell me what you have in your inventory. My inventory is 1 grain.
Also, the description on
Unravel.
the people actually matters.
Yeah.
So we should read
Holy
that out,
balls.
probably.
Where is this? 1 grain?
I have one thingy.
We're all poor as shit. What the fuck?
My person is a priestess of the sun god Ra, and she doesn't hesitate to take the lead and impose her opinions, just like me.
I'm a doctor priest of the cult of Thoth.
I guess she's trying to meet with someone in order to raise a new temple dedicated to the sun god. The aura of Ra. One of her rolls, blank can choose the result of one of the rolled dice. Interesting. For 1 time unit, she can add 2 damage to a test made by another player present on the same space. Must be used before the die roll. Interesting. That's pretty good, right? Like, if we only have like 1 die to roll for that test, I could basically add 2, which is like basically a second turn.
I'm a doctor priest attached to the cult of Thoth. I heal the aristocracy, and my healing powers are based on religion and sacred medical text. I'm very attentive in fear conflict situations. My magic rituals are healing. For 1 time unit, I can restore 2 health to a receptacle present in my space, and support the Ba. For 3 time units, I grant 1 health to a receptacle who has just died.
M. Hat is one of the Medjay, the elite Nubian soldiers paid by the city of Thebes. Under the pharaoh to watch over and control the Valley of Kings, he's just come back from a few days of leave. He has seen everything, has lived through everything, and isn't shy about his anecdotes. He rambles a bit. Each time a combat shows Archer Dude, he can cancel it. And he can ignore 1 Scully Dude side on each of his rolls.
Wow, that's
What
pretty
does
good.
an archer dude mean?
Oh no. Tell me.
Another thing is, just as a note, I think this is fine for reading this, but I think one of the things they told us at the beginning of the games was that we get these cards and there's like writing on it, but you should talk to us like, not like you shouldn't read the card, but you should like talk to us as if
I'll talk to you, I feel like.
as if the event happened to you and you're recounting the event.
My character is an ethics investigator. I'm looking to interrogate an architect first, and I have an entire alphabet on my card in symbols and their letter equivalents. Apparently, knowing how to read and write is a very big deal.
Oh wow, that's pretty intense.
So I get the feeling I'm going to be looking at this and then looking at that.
What's with the black token?
He has the black token, can only be used by him, and is discarded if he leaves play.
Interesting.
Ironic the token's black.
So we start on
Sorry,
in
no.
or in a Felicia.
I assume we flipped the plan, but
I assume we do too. I might be wrong. Let's see.
What is that?
Take that for playing cards face on the dedicated space.
See the 4 plan?
face down.
It says face down.
Where?
Interesting.
Place the cards. No, choose who the time captain to be. Closes the base. Places the cards next to the board. Then reads the in a Felicia area. Okay. Well, I guess they're face down.
Interesting.
Right. The heat is overwhelming. The air is suffocating, unbreathable. You are on board a Felicia. Felicia? Whatever. You're on a boat. The slight current of the Nile compensates for the lack of wind and moves your boat forward. On the eastern shore, the majestic city of Thebes is exposed before your eyes. Impressive in its size, it strongly contrasts with the western shore, where the rocky desert shows nothing but a disarming tonal shift. Sitting at the steering bar, a boatman leads the boat. To port, a boy gazes upon the desert, lost in thought. In the center, you see an abnormally large insect flying around the felucca's mast. To starboard, a woman is feeding her child. Note, once you leave the boat, it will not be possible for you to board it again during the run. Once disembarked from the boat, to cross the Nile, you must use the barge set up by the Thebes administration. Each crossing of the Nile adds 1 time unit to the time captain die. So,
What does this mean again?
At least one member of the party must go to the space where the location is first entered. What color do you want to be?
So these are your
Steven's pink.
receptacles
Green?
characteristics.
I'm blue.
So
I'll
if
go
you
for
are asked to
fire
fight
spot.
something with strength, you would roll this many dice. If you're asked to do something charismatic, you would roll 1 dice. Because you're ugly, in fact,
Okay, so something important.
mean looking.
Something important. Combat and tests. Sometimes
There
there'll
is
be
no beginning of combat step.
no.
Got it. All right, let's do it.
I want to fight.
There will be different kinds of shields on the monsters or whatever you're fighting against.
Are they mind shields?
Sure.
He
There's
has a
the black heart.
Sasha's pizza on his shoulder.
There's the black heart shields. There's the red skull shields. And then there's the time unit shields. When you fight against something, you roll dice equal to your stat that you're using to fight or test or whatever. And then if you roll a skull, oh that's bad. If you roll skull, you add the 2 skulls to any number of red skulls that are in their shields. And if that total is greater than your shield skull, so it's this one right here, then you take 1 damage. You can only ever take 1 total damage from the red skull dice and the red skull shield combined. If there's a black heart shield, then that shield means that if after the end of every combat, if it's still there, you take an additional damage. And the time unit one is at the end
An
of combat.
additional damage.
Yeah. So this can deal. You can take 2 damage if there's a red or a black heart. You can take 1 from the red skulls, and you can take 1 from the black heart.
Okay, got it.
If there's a time unit thing, it's the same as a black heart, but for a time unit. So the whole team loses a time.
Okay.
The red skull damage only happens if you roll a skull on the dice.
Okay.
There's also blank shields. Those are just shields.
Okay.
And you have to kill all of the shields from left to right. So usually they're set up like this. When you roll in combat, these are hits. These deal damage equal to the number of little bursts. And they deal damage first, so you take away this one and then this one.
I think
But then
we
the
can explain that detail, maybe. We'll walk through it. And
Well, I mean, it's
Follow me.
1 more detail. That's all it is.
Sure.
Alright, so we're here. Now we have to place our characters.
So is your guy you physically are going to be translating?
I really hope
Text
not.
that you see?
I really hope not.
Is there any text on any of these pictures?
No, not that I can see. But I'm gonna go here.
I think
Somebody
should
has
go
there.
there. So
So
you
I
can
can
fight
fight.
the bee. It's gonna be a mean bee. And he's gonna have to fight
Is it?
it.
Is it Beyonce?
I still don't know what this symbol means.
Which archer dude?
I mean, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, fight.
You see this one, see this one, and this one.
My guy says Thebes is a city in decline, that someone took the capital away, giving it to another guy in Lower Egypt, and then he's asking us a question, and I don't really see a way to get a response. He says, should I drop you off on the west bank or the east bank? He doesn't really give us he didn't give me an option to actually tell him or do anything.
I find a wasp and it freezes when I see it, and then it hesitates and jumps on my shoulder. It's the ITD that will follow the party.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the
The
wasp.
changing thing, yeah.
That's the waspy thing.
Do you take any
I
items?
can.
No, nothing. Just you just.
So I can choose to take this character right now. It's the boy. He's learning to be an artisan. To build tombs.
What happened? What's the downside of taking the boy?
You lose your
We
character.
lose
take
the-
one ITD thing, but I get item 1.
Yeah,
But
but
you
you lose
lose
your
the
scribe.
I
which
also
is
lose the scribe.
Super relevant.
That
Can someone
seems
else take him
important.
instead?
I don't think
You
so.
have to be at the space.
Sure. I think.
I can take this girl.
Just generally just taking characters.
We don't know.
We haven't
This is a
done this
completely
yet.
new mechanic.
Yeah.
I think we should just not take any of the characters, right? Let's walk through with our current characters set.
This girl is a new mother, basically. She wants to stay here for 3 years. She's anxious to take care of her child. She's slightly more attractive than my current one, so I'm thinking yes.
Then we waste one of our
But
5
But
switches.
she,
But
but
she's
she just
slightly
had a
more
baby.
attractive.
But she just had a baby.
She's in the mall.
I mean, we're on a boat. We could throw it over.
Oh.
I get to take
That's-
control of her.
That's not the point.
I mean, I don't really see. I think we should just pause on it, right?
Yeah, I don't envision her being any better than.
What is this expansion called again?
This expansion is called. I don't know. It's called.
Under the Mask.
Yeah, Under the Mask.
What is your question?
Whether or not anyone can.
Pretty sure you would have to be at the space.
No. I'm looking when we. Flip those
Oh,
up.
yeah. It seems very strange. Maybe.
Or did you read face out? Is it this? No.
What? Those are the base cards. Those are just things. I assume that they should be like face up-ish.
Oh, I misread this. It's not her baby.
Oh.
Someone else's baby.
Oh, so you're good then.
Yeah, it's the baby of
That's
someone in the high
I mean, we can take it.
aristocracy.
If you think that like it'll be interesting to take it and see how it goes, and like we can use up many more blue
It
counters now.
seems like she might like, cause she's basically the handmaiden of like some high nobility person.
Sure.
So
Let's do it.
I don't know.
So you
Is
should
your
not,
person's
so you should
character not
throw the
really
baby
exciting?
over.
My person is a healer. If one of us dies, we can spend 3 time units to get them back instead of having them wait for 7.
Eh.
Or I
Trasher.
can spend a time unit to heal them for 2.
Trasher.
If you're gonna take her, don't throw the baby overboard yet.
What item number was yours, Case?
1.
Mine is 2.
Oh,
I don't know if that
what does
means
that
anything.
mean? I don't know. What does that mean?
I feel like we're not gonna be able to play this game unless we have the.
We
Play
have to
cards
be able to
face up,
flip,
yeah.
but we have
Yeah.
to flip the plot
I think
cards,
we
right?
flip them.
Like, or the plans.
It should make the like.
And we're in a Felicia, right?
Yeah. Is that it? No.
Yes. No.
Mm-mm.
No.
There you
Because yeah, we were supposed to be
In a Felicia.
one.
On a boat.
What the fuck?
Don't you ever
And then-
forget.
go. I'm going
The-
down again.
Where's the-
This card says it costs an extra time unit to cross the Nile. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it said
We can leave like, as normal.
So this guy says we can
go east
go
or
to
west.
either side. Okay. I'm gonna switch out unless anyone has any objections.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So I spend one of these. I get item 2.
Fine. We get to keep that though.
Do I get hers as well?
Yeah.
So I get another one of these.
You don't get 2. You lose the one that was on attached to her, right?
No, you get all the items
Okay.
and stuff. Are these the base cards? Where is it? This one. Oh, it's on the ID.
I think we should definitely not go west, because
Or we
west literally just has King Tut's tomb in it. It seems like everything on the east is like way more prominent.
The latter has all of their life and adds to their possession the items and inventory of their previous receptacle.
Okay. We all agree, right? Like nothing over here. Definitely go over there.
Probably, yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so let's go to. Can we go to Byers' neighborhood?
So I got a little bit more information.
Or maybe we
This
should go to streets.
girl was coming from Alexandria to work for Thought-Meki and Hankes. Their villa located in the north of town should allow me to have living space. So if we want to go to the north of town.
So we can go all the way to the Temple of Amun-Ra, which is where I want to be. I'm a priestess of Ra. I mean, usually we want to start in the buyer's
I
market.
also get
stuff,
item
right?
4.
There's so many items.
What was item 2? Oh, her.
Don't we usually want to start in the markets and stuff?
What does that do?
So you
Okay.
get these cards that cover the locations thing and give you
New
new
locations.
locations.
So this is a red location, which is when we go there, it takes an extra 2 units to leave.
This symbol on this card means that it stays even after we have to reset because we run out of time units. So we forever know about this location. I think that we should go to that location while we have this receptacle on this run, but it doesn't have to be now.
Let's go to the Temple of Ra,
Yeah.
and then we can come back to the... Because I think we should go there last, basically.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking maybe we should go to the buyer's market, right? Because buyer's market is always kind of like where
But we
you
have
find
very
all the
little
jewels.
money.
Okay, that's fair. That's also true. Okay, so let's go to Ra. Maybe I get a bunch of money.
First.
Okay. You do time captain. Roll the time captain back.
1.
What was
I'm the
this
best.
thing?
Wheel of morality. Turn.
It's on the west bank. Reveal this card if you're starting or arriving. Location is on the west bank.
We're on the east.
Once we're in...
Okay.
And I rolled a 1.
Are these all predetermined sets of cards?
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm the scribe, so I should just go here, right?
Right, so one of the most beautiful religious complexes of ancient Egypt is in front of you. Karnak, all of it, dedicated to Amun-Ra and his wife. His wife Mount. You pass beyond the imposing wall, about 30 meters high, to reach a luxurious garden of the complex. After a few meters in the alley, you are bypassed by bearers walking at breakneck pace, loaded with large bags filled with grain. In the middle stand a gold-covered cedar doors leading to the great temple of Amun. To your right, a priestess in the middle of her devotions, facing the temple and chanting prayers in palms. I think I should talk to the priestess.
I agree.
I'm a priestess.
Yeah, you can try to fight the guard.
And you can go there, right?
I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, of course.
What?
What does that stuff say?
It doesn't say anything.
Where's the guard?
It is the same hieroglyphics, though, right?
It is the
guard-
same. Well, the hieroglyphics here
This
don't
is
correlate
the
to anything
grains.
over there.
The guy's like breakneck speed going grains. This is actually entering the temple, right? Anyway,
Where are you going, Steve?
last one.
The last spot, I suppose.
So I can try to steal jewels out of this person's purse, but I must complete it in 1 time unit. I can. It's a purple challenge.
How many shields?
There's 3. So I probably could.
Pretty
I could
low
probably
odds.
pass it if I use 1 time unit.
Oh, an
Oh,
extra
by
one?
no, that's only by a different player actually. So I probably can succeed. So it says if I succeed, I take 3 brown. If I fail, I take this gray tokens. Probably the same.
Probably a bad thing.
You wonder, right?
We can do a 5 agility test at this place to help these guys move some grain, and we get 3 money if we do that.
3 brown.
Yeah.
There are 3 priests blocking the entrance. They asked if we were looking for Hakeem, who's a good architect.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
There's an architect in the temple that's been there for a while, and there are 2 soldiers blocking my way, and then they walk away.
This one is guards harassing
Yeah.
Hakeem.
Nothing.
We found Hakeem.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 guards that are going. He's being arrested by a couple of guards.
Who is Hakeem?
I don't
The
know. Some
architect. He's an architect that went into the temple.
So I can take possession of Hakeem,
I think we should.
but there is a 5 shield green fight first.
Oh. I should have gone there. 5 shield.
5 shield. That's the charisma, right?
The first shield is a tiny shield.
So,
Who's the most charismatic person?
we want to just like. What about we just get the hell out of here and just like not do any of these things? Right? All of these seem like.
Getting Hakab seem useful, or
I mean, definitely seems useful because you could only have gotten him if you had this guy, right? And
Right.
like
started
and
that
exactly,
guy,
you're said you're looking for him, right?
Yeah,
There's
so
no
when I went up
action.
to the temple, the priest assumed that I was looking for him, and we're speaking highly of him, and they said he'd been there for over an hour, and they turned me away.
But there's no actions you could take, right?
So I would also say that at the beginning, there are 2 opportunities to switch characters. And if you switch out this guy, then there's like a 50% chance that the person with this character will encounter one of those. And they would have had to go to the temple.
I don't understand what your point is.
I'm just saying, like, even though we start with this guy, this might not be the worst switch.
Yeah,
'cause
but it's
there's-
just like I just think like right now all the things we're doing, like I don't think any of us are on good spots. Any of us have like really good like things to accomplish here. Like I think we go to other places where things are more, like a little bit more like.
Yeah.
we could all
I think that's
move
right.
here, right?
Yeah, you can now move there.
To fight?
But I mean, I just
But it takes 1 time unit.
I just don't see any actions after this unless this guy's card says like now unlock a new area of the temple, right? Something like that.
I mean, it could get you new items, like new areas.
I would also, I would get to take item 8, which is Hakeem.
Okay, I mean,
But,
I'm kind of a vote let's just explore. But if you all, and we're also 1 time unit lower. We're 39, right?
yeah.
But I'm kind of on the opinion of let's explore. But if you guys like the spots we're in, we should maybe fight. I can try stealing some coins. I can just see what it takes. What happens if we fail?
I mean, you don't get to see, right? You just get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this probably will something
Be bad later.
Something will
Yeah.
happen later. I mean, it could be bad or good, right?
I don't know, we have 3 other locations to... We have 3 other locations on the side of the Nile. 4, actually, because of the villa.
Mm-hmm.
I think might be worth it to just, like... I kind of feel like it's worth it to try some, just to
Okay.
make sure that, like, we know what this
So
is.
does anyone have any good agility skills? Maybe wants to come try to steal, and I can go over because I have the green. Green is charisma. I have 3 green.
I only have 4 orange.
I have 2.
Does anyone have more than 2 agility?
Nope.
What is your ability? You can.
I can someone in the same place as me. I can add 2 by removing one of our time units, but I must do it before a die roll. So I have to preemptively do it. And the other one is I can in one of my rolls on a charisma thing. I can choose the result of one of the rolls dice. So that seems really strong, right?
So Hakeem is the guy that I'm looking for.
You
My
your
character specifically is looking for him.
Okay, so let's.
That seems like irrelevant.
So then I'm gonna move to Case's spot, and I'll help him with the charisma challenge.
He has been mandated to investigate corruption among the administration.
So does it matter if I'm with you, Shawn?
Why does it matter?
Does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
Wait,
at
hold
all.
on.
I'm with Case.
Hold on. I'm supposed to interrogate the architect. So
You're supposed
my
to.
character is supposed to interrogate the architect.
So you have to encounter them then?
Yeah, whatever. That's
Since he's over
that's
not,
just fine.
we're just
Yeah, let's
doing
just-
actions. So,
Are you worried about taking control of this person? Because he might be like
Well, he's investigating corruption, and I'm trying to interrogate the architect. But that's just fine.
Let's just get it done. Yeah. So you start your thing with a roll.
All right, so we don't lose extra 10 minutes. So we're at 20.
Okay. Is someone else going? Are you moving at all? No, one of you is moving. Right? You're moving, right? You
I
did
have
nothing.
one.
No, it's
prisoner.
green. It's a green roll, not.
No, I understand, but he should be moving, right? Because we're spending an extra turn. So move this temp. Yeah, 10 minutes 28.
This is the part where
Yeah.
it's one.
How about he moves there?
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
And then who was on here to begin with?
I was.
So then you want to do this challenge?
Sure. Removes 2.
Okay. And then now you roll
Spend
then.
another
One more time,
time.
Yep. So I'll roll first. I think I have more than you,
You
right?
have 3.
Yeah, and I can change a die roll. So I'm gonna change this skull to 2.
I don't think you can.
On one of her rolls from charisma, I can choose the result of the roll dice.
I don't know if you get to roll first and then change it, or you just get to like set one aside. It doesn't say you get to change it. You just get to choose the result.
On one of the rolled dice.
Yeah,
It
that's
implies
why it's
to me that
confusing.
they've already rolled the dice.
Sure. So
But
I'm gonna pick 3.
does that mean you can only use that once ever though?
I don't think so. Why would
It says on
these are like,
one of your.
I think
Let's
both
see
these,
if it-
none of
let's
these
see this.
imply that they're like. Why can't my person just be very charismatic? They'll have to be hating on my powers.
Is she good looking?
Yeah, she got titties.
Therefore, yes.
Therefore, yes. She,
Yeah, she's pretty good looking.
her eyes are upstairs, Steven.
Her little
Boob tassels.
It's like
her
my,
face is
it's
a little
like my,
like weird shaped.
it's like
it's got
my
like a big
leather jacket tassels.
head.
We were meant to be.
Her boobs look like abs.
Is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
You're supposed to use it before.
Hmm?
You have to use it before rolling.
Okay, so I'll do it. When I do it before rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well, I'm just looking at that figure.
So I'm gonna pick 1 as a 2. I'll roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Same result.
So, should I take over the guy then?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I get. Oh, you can do this if you want. So I spend this. I get item 8, which is the dude.
Take position in this receptacle, spend 1 blue, and then take type item 8.
Alright.
Should we try and steal some?
I get item 4 and 24. Oh, the item 4 is already up there. So
4 and 24?
yeah, so this is item 4. And I have a map.
What's the map say?
I don't know, but it's got a red X and a thing here.
Oh man, we didn't have to describe it anymore? Hashtag get wrecked.
Was it only?
I don't think that this symbol was on the scribe anyways.
I think that it probably was, and you just, I mean, there was 24 letters.
Yeah,
Was it
there's
only,
26 letters
uh,
actually.
26 letters, yeah, I'm sorry.
Was it only this guy that could switch for Hakam, or could we have had Shawn do it?
I think anyone could have done it.
We should have had Shawn do it.
Probably.
Sorry.
I don't think Shawn would have been willing to do it.
I don't think I would have said no if you all wanted me to.
Alright. We're gonna try and steal some grain.
How many? 2? These little purple cats?
Agility test. Alright. It's all up to you, Adam.
You get 2?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's not very good.
It's only one.
ignore. 1.
Okay. So you have to
Alright,
take
so
one
we
more
take
time. You
the
If we want to get 3 money.
I mean, might as
could
well,
spend
right? Like we
one
already
time
spent.
Sure.
I think 1 time unit for 3 money is probably worth.
We seem pretty poor currently.
And in case you could have spent your turn going to the other one now, because I completed the
Okay.
thing, right?
Okay. Well.
So I
Oh
I
yeah,
started
yeah,
the turn,
right,
yeah.
sure. Yeah. So
And
that.
so now let's
okay.
now might as well
I
you
get
try
it.
to steal, right?
Yeah, because I'm only at
Stealing
1
was
though.
like
Oh,
this
it's
one.
this one. Sorry, this one. Yeah.
Was it okay?
Might as well, right?
Right.
No,
Because.
because we get the thing if we fail.
Yeah, we gotta find out if it's bad or not good, right?
But what
100%
stat
bad,
is it
right?
though?
It's the agility, the first one.
So I have to roll 1 on 2 dice for
You
the
have to
couple
roll.
of
You
money.
have to roll 3. You have to roll 3 and 2 dice.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
I mean, I'll look at the cards.
this first pass through, right? We're gonna lose, so might as well just like.
I'll still move there because I
Yeah.
might as well look at the card. Right.
Sure.
Okay. Are we spending 1 time unit to
I think so.
complete
Sure.
this?
Just do it.
Alright.
Hooray.
Okay. You get 3 brown.
3 rounds.
1, 2, 3.
You're rich.
All right. So this guy is.
Does say remove a brown?
Sure. Probably. That makes sense.
No,
Um,
that's the barter thing. If an item has this barter
Oh.
value, you can discard it to gain the indicated amount.
Okay.
I see.
So apparently he is like a grave robber by accident. He was seduced by Mahit. And he's trying to get her. She's a servant, and he's trying to get her out of the Sun Villa. This one.
The heat is a servant? Who's
Yeah.
a servant?
Mahit.
So how come everyone wanted him? That's weird.
He's in love with her.
It seems really strong. Whatever that is.
Yeah, when I take part in a test that contains some like weird coffee cup thing symbol,
Mhm.
I can eliminate 2 shields before starting the test.
Alright.
That seems pretty good.
So we leave him?
We leaving. Where we going?
There's military quarters, the streets.
We out of the streets.
Yeah, let's go to the streets. Like that.
Streets?
Okay, so Adam's rolling.
I'm the time captain now.
Look at me.
Rolling.
Oh,
Very average.
what does that do?
You wasted 2 time units.
Unlike me, when I only rolled 1, it's strictly better.
Do I read this? Do I read it out loud? Or do I like narrate it? Or do I just read
It
it?
just must have got shuffled in, right? That has nothing on the other side. Yeah.
Do I read this word for word or do I just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an instruction card.
Once past the doors of the city, you find a boiling atmosphere reigns in the streets. The laughter of children mixing with the insults of workers fighting to make their way. All of it overlaid by a braying of donkeys and the incessant buzzing of insects. To your left, a small group of nobles, accompanied by servants, are amazed at the sight of a statue of Ramses II. Just behind them, a man vainly attempts to pull a heavy load. Giggity. Facing you, a troop of guards is walking past, its presence met with unfeigned respect by others on the street. To your right, children are running in every direction. One of them calls out to you. Are you looking for something?
Do you think charisma with the guards will be good?
Yes, I think strength with this guy that's
It's
failing
trying
to
to dump a
carry this
load.
thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. you
What
can
is this
go
one?
Get pooped on. Nobles?
Amazed at the
That's also
sight of
probably charisma?
Ramses II.
I'll go help the children.
I'll go talk to the
Pedophile.
nobles.
I'm not working on that guy's heavy load.
These children are offering information for grain, these things. If I spend 2 money, I can look at this, or reveal this card. Are we okay with trusting the children?
Sure.
So my person says they're looking for a person who stole jewels, and that person's gonna die. And
Awkward.
they catch him. And if we have the yellow, this one, we get 1 gold. So I assume like we have the person, we've caught the person, we get this, and we get a gold for turning him in.
My guy's got a buggy and he's waiting. People at Set Mott are waiting for them to deliver the load.
Is there a test on there?
Yeah, so I have to eliminate 5 blank shields in only 1 time unit. If successful, you immediately reveal the yellow square thingy. Otherwise, the test starts over with 5 shields.
So you need multiple people there
Yeah.
to get that. Likely.
Like,
Sure.
I still roll 4.
I'm gonna spend the 2 money to reveal this
Okay.
thing.
So
Play ain't trolled.
probably.
They steal our money.
Like, that's exactly what happens in this game a lot of times.
One of them says that his dad works in the Dyer's neighborhood and the boss there sells poisons.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good to know.
That seems
Another one
reasonable.
says the new bureaucrat who acts as Meteor T.I.M.E, who is this lady's person that she was going to serve.
This is
corrupt,
this person's.
and it's because of him that the tomb is
lover?
being looted.
Yeah. That's this person's this person's lover is.
Okay.
T.I.M.E.
This is a noble person. He says he's basically hot and thinks it stinks, so he wants to go home.
What else?
I can take possession of him and get item 17, which is a
We don't
character.
want that.
But I think
He's a nobleman.
he's a nobleman, and he says his house on the shores of the Nile.
So you think maybe I should switch out with him?
Well,
This
I think
guy looks
someone
important, right?
probably should, because I feel like we get another map to get like the nobleman's house or something over
Sure.
here.
So I'll move. So
The
they're-
last kid here says that they caught the looter of the Valley of Kings in the military zone.
Okay. How about everyone moves to Adam's spot to help with the challenge, and I will move. Or I should move to because I can help with the challenge, right? I don't. I'm voting. I think one of us should switch out with this guy's character, and then everyone else should help with Adam's challenge.
I could probably switch out, I'd imagine.
So did
This
you
person doesn't
accomplish
seem
anything with
particular.
your?
We took item 4.
Well, she's a nursemaid for the person in the T.I.M.E village, right?
What did item 4 do?
Yeah, it gave us this thing.
Yeah, okay, sure.
We might go to there and it might be like, oh, you can only go in this space if you have this character.
Yeah, this person is also gave us item 4,
Yeah.
but he seems more fugitive-y, and that person is like taking care of a noble's
They
child.
both gave you item 4, right? And
Yeah, we don't. Well, we don't need both. I
the
think.
thing is, like, you would only be able the spots that we can access only if we have her would mean that she has a token, right? She doesn't
No.
have the token.
No.
There are
not
definitely, there have been cards in the past that have like pictures of characters on
Yeah.
the back and only
Sure.
those characters can go back.
I would say that this person has probably served his purpose. I think because he's kind of a wanted person now. Like he's
He
kind of a
might-
fugitive.
He might be able to interact with like his lover in
Yeah.
that zone though, right?
That's true.
The other option, right, is like what we can just instead of wasting time doing all these challenges, we can just move to the other locations, just look around, right?
Do we spend a time unit trying to do the challenge that we're at currently?
We spend an additional we get once we change locations, we get the free look, but then to try the challenge, we spend a time unit
And to move, you also have to
to
spend
move
a-
within the thing we spend.
How does this ability work? Add 2 to the roll. Maybe another player before the die roll. Okay.
For a time unit
It has to be in the same spot.
on the
Right.
same space. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we get from here? We just get this. I don't know if that's worth it. Just helping out a random dude.
I'm gonna call out already. I don't like that this game is giving you too many choices without you really understanding the consequences of those choices.
Isn't that the point of the game?
I think that other games were less
Ambiguous.
ambiguous, right? Like there's so we've literally from the very first thing we hit on the boat, we've had 2 choices. To like sacrifice people, and like we have a limited number of these things. I think that we should be exploring more. I don't really see why we should start making commitments here. Like it literally at the cost of on average 2 time units, we can like take a look at all these different spices.
We also
understand which are the characters that are important, not important, right? Like all these things.
We also get to see items too, though. Like if we hadn't switched, we wouldn't have that card.
No, you're not wrong.
Like we get extra items by switching, and we get 5 switches.
Okay.
So it's like we might as well use the switch. Like I'm not saying we should switch now.
You're saying that there seems to be like there are locations where these characters that we switched into are important. So I think that I would rather we switch one of the default characters.
I 100%
I agree
Right?
with that.
So now I'm saying is
That's
Adam's
fine.
spot is the one where the challenge is. Now we have 2 choices. One, just I switch out because I'm not on the spot, or because my person is a little bit better at helping with challenges. I could be on the spot now. It was whether or not we're going to use the ability.
though. Right, because this one's strength.
No, I think
You can add 2 to your
successes
roll.
to
To any rule. Yeah.
At the cost of a time unit.
That's
Yeah.
the same thought though, like rather if we think that this isn't going to be a hugely valuable thing, we want to pursue the other plot lines, we should go to the other locations.
I don't think this noble guy is hugely valuable, but he might give us
He
a
probably
location.
has a map piece, right?
Yeah, that's my assumption.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch my guy out then for the noble.
I think that makes sense to me.
Okay.
I think that makes sense as well.
So let's use our time unit. So let's start with Adam. Let's start with Adam rolling his dice for the challenge, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
he might
4.
be able to like magically.
It's 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 4 dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
There. So we're gonna
Sean's just holding it.
four aces all the dice.
Get it. That'd be sweet.
That would be pretty sweet. Did not get it.
Did not get it.
Okay,
Okay,
so
really
nothing
nice.
matters.
Epic
Okay.
fail.
So then everyone but Shawn goes there.
Okay.
Then
So
Shawn
do we move-
switches out.
Did anyone move the time?
Yeah.
I
Moved it
moved
the
it
first
down.
time.
Okay.
So can someone spend a blue for me? Give me item 17. Okay. Okay. Wow, I get 3 gold. Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh. That's like, it's worth 15 of the browns.
Yeah.
He has 0 agility. No, not 0, 1, but like basically 0. This city's such a dump. He wants to head back home to the villa. As soon as he gets back, he's gonna bathe in milk and honey, forget the bad smells, really lost his pill, fashion's a drab, women are still wearing wigs. What a lack of class. Literally, that's it. It just makes money.
Bunch of gold. Well, now we should
So if we
probably
need
go to
to
the
buy
village
something?
to buy the poison.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get another location.
There's also you can buy poison here. The guy who robs the
Yeah, but that I think
the mask.
but that
thing
I,
is here.
I think that we turn him
We
in and we
should-
get 1 gold for that.
We should go to
Or
the.
is this a different guy?
He robbed the Valley of Kings, right? Which I think is King Tut's.
Don't we want to go like? Isn't the poison the most linear direction for the story, right?
Yeah, but once we run out of time, we reset, except for the things that have this symbol on it, which
Right.
stay. So we should probably acquire the poison at some point, just to figure out what it is and what we need for it.
Right.
But it's not like a super pressing issue if we don't think we're gonna complete it.
Do we want to spend 1 time unit to complete this thing? Or
What do you mean?
I mean, you guys
It has to be
have
done
roll,
in
right?
one unit, in one roll.
So we have 3 people here now, so we're much more likely to try and pass it, or to be able to pass it.
How many rolls do you guys get? 1.
I only get 1.
Sean, how do you get?
What's the symbol?
I'm not on the.
Okay.
I get 2.
So can we get it in
7?
hits?
I mean, I think that seems like a pretty reasonable thing.
Yeah,
Get 5 and
That's
7.
pretty reasonable.
1. Yeah.
sure. We might as well. It's only
Yeah.
one time unit.
Alright, use it. Alright, move the template down. Roll better. 5.
There it is.
4.
All right.
4.
That's 4.
One more.
Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck.
Okay.
Okay. Shawn also moved here.
You doing
John also
again?
moved
Sure.
here.
Should we spend 1 more?
We've come this far. We've come this far. 2.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Well, Sean has 2 and Steve has 1.
Yeah! Fuck you. Why did you do that last time? Yay!
Alright, reveal this card, right?
Do nothing.
Take the purple square. Then place the timeline.
Pink, by the way. It's definitely
Whatever.
pink.
Then place on the
Colorblind.
timeline.
I'm not an idiot.
Whatever. I was in my head. I said magenta.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it.
Purple, orange, magenta, same shit.
All I can offer
Six
is
dollars.
a bit of work. I need to unload all of the cargo at Set Ma'at in 1 hour. Meet you there to help with unloading, and I'll pay you.
Do we care? Like,
We
save
have-
us money?
A gazillion gold, but
I think we should just go to
Look
buyer's
how
neighborhood.
cheeky that smile is.
Look at his
Looks
abs.
so
He has like
constipated.
50 abs.
So like this is just
he
a
could
gold
lift that
quest.
frickin' thing by himself.
I know.
Okay, forget it, right?
I don't think we need money.
No.
I have 3 gold.
Where is Set Ma'at?
It's the entrance to Setmont.
We so rich
It's
right
across
now?
the other side.
Yo, I want to turn these all into browns just so I can remind you all how rich I am.
Alright, so where are we going?
Just keep the golds. Can you not?
Doesn't quite have the same effect in the little round blobs.
Okay.
I think we should go to the
Market.
village.
Buyers.
Or the neighborhood.
Buyer's
Yeah.
neighborhood. Oh, and that's Dyer's neighborhood.
Dyer's neighborhood?
Oh, I thought it was buyers. I thought it was really spelled weird.
Dyer's neighborhood?
I guess, sure.
That's where the
That's
poison
where
is.
poison is.
Yeah. Steven, roll the time die.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn.
I think that knocked
It was on
off
21.
21.
Because it was 6 units away. So
Yeah.
What does the green thing do?
that's for the
Oh,
unloading
challenge. Right,
garbage.
so if you completed by that challenge time?
Yeah.
You wander into neighborhoods of the city through often narrow streets where it's not unusual to be bumped into by a group of laughing children or by animals laden with bags of grain. A foul odor suddenly fills your nostrils. The coloring vats from the dyers exude a fetid stench that forces you to cover your nose. To your left, a dyer takes a break, a glass of beer in his hand. Not much further, one of his colleagues is working, carrying loads of cloth to vats filled with red liquor. And finally, to the right, the foreman looks over the handiwork of the workers while sitting comfortably in a large chair. So the person with money should go to the foreman, I think.
I agree. Shawn?
Yep.
I
got money.
The strong person should go to the person carrying vats filled with red liquor, maybe?
2 people should go to the strong thing, right?
Oh, what's the other one again? The workers
The
taking a
worker
break?
taking a break. I
Shouldn't
think
the
I want to
charismatic
talk to the
person?
worker taking a
Yeah.
break.
Oh yeah. And then, so something like, whoops, this?
Sure.
This guy wants to buy the wood hippo for a coin, for a gold.
People are
I'm here to buy. Oh, sorry.
This one?
We found like the jewel thief that the
Is
guards were
Henbane?
looking for before.
Hensbane was the.
Yeah. He's enough to kill an ox. But we need 2 gold. I buy it.
What item do you get?
13. Sorry, Stephen, please continue.
We found the jewel thief. Keep this token from one run to the next.
Huh.
Yeah, so we can pay him 1 gold to take item 28, which presumably is the
jewels.
Or we can refuse the offer and take the 2 yellow one, this guy, which is the thing the guards were looking for
Right.
last time.
Yeah,
And we keep that token from run to run.
Oh,
It
Oh,
has
keep the token, right?
a little like symbol
yeah. We should
Or just
probably
keep the
keep the token.
thing. Yeah.
Because the guards are just looking for him, and then if we can just tell them where they are.
We also don't have enough money to buy
Right.
this thing from.
Right.
I mean, I think we could.
But he would have to
exchange
move over the
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
What's the last
I think
one?
it's fine.
The last spot?
This guy wants to buy a toy for his newborn for his nephew's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to buy a toy wooden hippo for a gold. That's it.
Interesting. you're saying that he will give you a gold that you can find.
He
in
would
the
give
toy
us the gold for the toy wooden hippo.
So it seems like having gold and then coming here is important, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're leaving. The
Yep.
question is where are we going?
Poison. We go to the military quarter.
We go to the military quarter, or we could go to the villa.
Yeah, we should go to the villa, right? Because we have these characters that kind of care about being in the villa.
But we have a lot of time. We can go to the military quarter and then go to the villa because it takes 2 extra time to get out of there.
Sure. Okay, that's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
Okay.
Plus, you can determine if my guy has any use at all.
He's strong and muscular.
And talks a lot.
And
Does
talk
he?
like this.
He rambles a bit.
He talk like man. Man talk like
Why aren't
this.
you rambling more?
You end
I'm
up
not
in
sure you know what rambling means.
Alright, you end up in front of the walls of the barracks. All of the troops are out in the middle of a military review.
Should I get something from Manju so that he's not like sitting on the floor?
He's fine.
Like,
If you want to get him a towel or a blanket, you can.
would that be nice?
That would be very sweet of you.
What about like of thorns?
A thorn?
That would
That would be the opposite of that.
brutal.
Or a rug?
Yeah, I can get one of the. That's this not support.
Why don't they make puppy seats?
Hmm?
Why don't they make puppy seats?
They do.
Why don't you have one?
Because it gets fur off. It's a puppy seat. Just hold it. Listen.
I don't think you know what seat means. Still not sure why you're doing that, but
Ramble, 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 ramble.
Look, you got a whole big giant bed.
Hopefully you're gonna want fur on your bed.
No, I'm cleaning it. I need to clean it this weekend. Look.
Oh, why don't you? Look what you got. You got a
Like,
bed.
I don't want it.
There you go.
Yeah, look how soft it is. They only cost $4 per second you sit on it.
$4 for what?
It's $8 already.
It was probably a lot more than 2 seconds.
Gross puppy.
Alright, to the left.
I declare bankruptcy.
He only has 3 grain. To the left, the entrance to the fort is guarded by many soldiers. In the center, atop his chariot, a high dignitary, no doubt sent from the Theban administration, parades before the troops and is about to make a speech.
Have you noticed
should
in
go.
every single one of these sections there's like someone who's really noble and then a bunch of poor people?
Usually.
It's like normal Egypt.
And to the right side, behind the soldiers, a small gathering of passers-by gazes upon the scene.
So put me in the spot you think I should go. I'll give you that card.
Why are you being a cat?
Because he's a cat.
Steven, where do you want to go? I put Adam with the guards.
That makes
Because he
sense.
can say guard D things.
Guard D's. Nuts. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go to the cards as well. I like hanging out with Adam. He
There's-
makes me feel safe.
A bunch of guards, and they will not let anyone through. However, we can steal their keys if we have 5 cat thingies. And we get item 6.
Downside?
None.
None.
Ooh.
It just is. It's a 5 agility test.
Wait, did we didn't roll the time die?
Yeah, we did.
No, we
You
didn't.
rolled a 2.
That was for moving
Oh, you're right,
to
we did.
the village.
I just rolled this.
No.
No. I rolled it to go to the other place. You have
You-
to
it's
roll.
your- oh, I have
You're
to
the
roll.
time captain. El Capitan.
Can I say mine real quick? Because mine's really easy.
Sure.
So my guy is just giving a speech about how Thebes has very few criminals and they are really toxic and how we need to get the grave robber and we need to do it, something like that. And says they're gonna impale him in a public place by Osiris's tribunal, something like that.
Any useful information from that?
Not really. I mean, there was a reference to this guy named Ma'at or something like that. like capital M-A-A-T or something, but
Yeah, Ma'at came up in the.
I mean, right here. Introduce that Mott.
sure, something like that. But he said Mott had spoken, so I assume like Mott is a god or something like that.
Mott's probably the pharaoh.
Sure, and then basically we just need to kill this grave robber. Not we, but like they are going to catch and kill.
So mine is the guy is basically gossiping. The priest's name, or this guy is a high priest of Amun named Ramses Nacht. And the guy thinks that he's kind of setting himself up to be like equal to the pharaoh. And the grave robber's name is supposed to be Nebka. And he said they managed to catch a grave robber named Nebka.
That's it?
Yeah. And he's
You
just
gotta
a
steal
gossip.
some keys? Wanna steal some keys?
Should we spend time doing that or
I don't know.
You get item what, 4?
6?
You already have
Six.
4.
Six. It's 6.
You
Which
can't
I
have
imagine is
5.
just the key, but I don't know.
Keys. Do we need keys when we go to the temple? Maybe not work that way.
It's a key for something. It might give you one of these tokens or something like that.
I don't really know what the tokens do for us yet either.
Yeah.
There's
I say we just go to the villa.
There's 2 things here, right? And none of the other challenges. There are no other challenges, but right?
Yeah. Let's see. It's an agility test. We don't have to do it in one try or whatever, like we did before.
Correct.
That actually leaves me to think it's a little more important because it's easier to complete,
Yeah.
just given enough time. But I don't know what the key would possibly be for because we haven't really needed a key yet. Hi, Manju.
Manju.
Now, what do you think? It's 5? 5 thingies?
Yeah.
So tools.
We would probably have to spend 2 time units to get it.
Probably.
2 time units to get the key? What do you think?
Sure. I think. I mean, it seems like we still have a pretty significant amount of time.
Hold on. So, Adam and I will roll. Hopefully we get it in this, and then we only have to spend 1.
I move Shawn and I over. 3.
I did my part.
Jeez.
I did my part.
So what? We have to redo it now.
So we'll spend another time unit.
Okay.
I'll just single-handedly finish it.
Yeah.
Of course, now I get
The key.
Now we get the F out of here.
A stolen key from the guard in the military part of town.
Oh, it doesn't even have a blue thing on it. Waste
So
of
how do we get
life.
these things?
Some other way.
Some other thing.
That's stupid.
Okay. So now we're
It's
going
probably
to
someone that says
the
like
villa?
meet me in
The
the
villa,
military district or whatever.
Mm.
Like,
So let's go to the villa, yeah.
Do we spend time?
yeah.
So we've
Well,
been
the time-
everywhere except for the streets, right?
Time Captain.
Wait, hold on. Should we go to the streets first?
We already went to the streets.
Yeah.
That's where
The kid.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
this
That's right.
guy.
You're right, you're right. So we've been everywhere but the villa.
And we have to go across the river at some point too.
Yeah.
Spin the dial.
Location.
I'm the
That's location.
guy. 1.
Hooray.
Wow, twice.
You are the best. Hooray.
I am the best. I'm gonna read this card. The Thought Meki home is one of the nicest in Thebes, located near the Temple of Mount, in front of the Alley of the Sphinx leading to the Karnak Temple. It impresses you with its finely painted facade. After a man quickly checks your name onto the list, you walk to the patio that is bathed in effervescent, festive ambiance. To your left,
Movies.
what?
Oops.
An opening leads to kitchens. Not far from there, servant is doing the rounds of guests holding the platter. In the middle of the yard, women are dancing to the beat of musicians under the widened gazes of the noble present. A bit further away, in a room at the edge of the patio, a woman is shouting at her staff. Nearby, a cradle is attracting the attention of a woman. Behind the opening to the left, a flight of stairs seems to lead to the upper floor. I think Steven should not go to the cradle.
Why?
That obviously she should go to the cradle.
I think I should go to this woman.
I want to gawk on women, like the nobles.
I'll go there. Oh.
I'm a noble. I get a gawk.
I don't have any. I have like this whole time. I don't ever do anything.
Good. Keep it that way.
So you are looking for your lover or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are the first, second, and last one?
There's like a kitchen, something.
Servant is doing the rounds for the guests, holding a platter. The kitchens are back there,
Why don't you go to kitchens?
and flight of stairs.
I want
Goes some upper
to talk
floors.
to this girl. We're on 15.
14. We go
Yeah,
one
14.
on the
14.
top. You can go up to some bedrooms.
Okay.
So we own 4 yellow.
We own
4
one.
yellow?
Jeez.
No, like the key.
No.
Oh no.
So mine has a cat. If we had fish, we can get rid of the 3 of the 6 shields, and the 1 time shield. Otherwise, we have to fight through agility of 7, one of which is a time.
What does it get us?
He has a little Ankh necklace in his mouth, and we get item 7.
So this card wants the Ankh, and we get the 4 square thing.
The 4 square.
The 4
the thing
yellow.
The 4 yellow. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
card
if
is
we
pretty.
have 4 yellow, we get items of 10 and 11 for this
Okay.
thing.
So if we had fish, we could get the
The
Ankh.
servant helping this baby is Mayette, who is your lover, right?
Mehet.
Mehyt.
Yeah.
Says she's very beautiful. She looks kind of old though.
My thing is really kind of useless, it feels like. It says that, so T.I.M.E, whatever, was nominated as the mediator by the pharaoh, and that everyone's hoping that thieves will come out of the drop that they're in, whatever. And then something about like the coolness of the tombs.
Also, I can take control of Mayette.
It goes 3 times 3. Does it matter?
Oh yeah, that does matter because they go from you take shields away from left to right.
So, sorry, what was yours, Shawn?
Mine was pretty useless. So T.I.M.E or whatever was voted as a mediator by the pharaoh, or like made a mediator by the pharaoh. And they were saying that's really impressive because he's so young, whatever. And they're hoping that, and like the people all want the drought in Thebes to go away, not drought, but like the badness in Thebes to go away, whatever. And they're talking about how the pharaohs were, or like the people, the nobles were really interested in the tombs and stuff, or like the whatever, rather than the city.
Should I take control of Mayette before we decide to like?
What?
Oh, you can take control of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's
Well,
your
hold
character
on.
do?
So this character
Left, right?
is the wife of T.I.M.E, and they're
Honkas?
yeah, and she's looking for the amulet that the cat had, or the
Ankh necklace.
yeah.
We
She's
just
looking for the
poison
Ankh
Poison
that
you?
the cat has because it's
Yeah.
an amulet for her son.
For her son.
Yeah.
Her son is probably this baby
Kina?
here.
Kina's amulet has disappeared.
Is it? Yeah. The cradle's name has Kina written on it.
Sure. Why don't we have your person switch out, and then
So also here's a thought: this guy might have fish.
sure, I mean,
You missed
I'm
that?
moving. My spot is
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm also moving.
You should. What type of test is this?
Agility.
You have to catch the cat.
So I
Alright,
should
well,
not try.
very first thing we should do is have me switch out, right? And see
Yeah.
what I get for
Okay.
item
Sure.
10.
So we've done 4
Yep.
switch outs now.
Question marks. What?
Question mark for stats.
Whoa, brutal.
Can you see? Can I see what?
We lose the ITD for taking control of her because her mind was not receptive.
Well,
Okay, well, we only had one more thing anyway.
We need to find the amulet. You need to find the amulet. By all the gods, we need to find the amulet. And then we
That's
discard the ITD.
You discard Mehit and the ITD. Right?
that's real. So
She's just all question
she's
marks.
zeros.
Then
Okay. That seems
So
You keep
that means
your
we
current-
cannot switch at all anymore.
correct.
Yeah, and
for this run,
do you
right?
not have a person anymore?
Do you keep the card though, or do you discard it?
I assume you.
I think you probably just put it back. But
Okay. Well, we'll just remember that
Do
she's.
you gotta keep the person?
That's what we're
I
saying.
keep my old one.
Okay. Okay, so it's
No, Steven just doesn't get a person anymore.
so
We should all
okay.
go
Now we have a new turn. So move this one down. 13.
So
Now I'm going.
someone should come and help
Who has the
Adam.
highest
right?
agility?
Which one's the cat one?
Cat.
I have a 2.
I also have
One.
two.
Okay, so that seems pretty relevant for future characters.
You should-
What does the cat do?
Well, hold on. Let's move here first.
So you guys can figure out.
So we can see
you
what
should
she's
move
on.
here. You should move here as
Well-
well.
Just wait until they look and see, and then I can decide where to move. I think that's how it works, right?
Sure. Who cares?
This literally does nothing.
Okay, so I have some challenges or whatever. While these cooks are talking about how their master's servant, what a beauty! I'd love to go up to there, bring her a flatbread just to get to know her. I also see a key hooked to the wall, so I can get some fish by doing the 2 test. Get some flatbread by doing a 2 test. It's easier, or steal the key with 1 roll for 2. So it's 3 challenge, 2 challenge. I mean, I think it's right. 3 challenge, 2 challenge, 2 challenge.
We have a key.
Could be a different.
What does?
It's item 27.
Why
right?
did
It's
we
different.
want fish?
To give the,
To give to the cat.
cat,
It
to
takes
get the
away 4
amulet.
shields.
Oh,
It takes away these 2.
These 2? Or
Yeah.
these? It doesn't matter, I guess.
and then do we know what flatbread is used for?
You give her flatbread, so you can like woo the master's servant.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't think that does anything.
Yeah, there was nothing there.
This literally is just saying that they're having a party because that Meki is getting promoted.
So how deep on
And
that
that they
hole
lost
do you
the
want
arrow.
Adam to go? Because every time he rolls, right, he's gonna lose a time.
Well, here's an idea. We can also have them move here.
We can all do the.
You can try to take the fish first.
Sure. So we take
Because
all of them.
that's 1 time unit to move, 1 time unit to take the test, and 1 time unit to move back.
Yeah.
Versus
Basically, if he
rolling,
takes
which
this
is
test,
the
we
time
lose
unit
time, yeah.
and the test.
I
And
think
then
that's
rolling
probably
again.
better.
Okay, so both of you are moving. over.
Because the net is also like you can also if somebody succeeds to get the fish,
We can try.
you
the
can
other
try other tests.
Okay, so now let's move 1 time unit, right? We're taking another turn.
So yeah, now we're up to 12.
Okay, and so we're starting with whoever has the best green. So I have 2 green.
I have 1. You have 2.
So and what's your other abilities, Steven? Like you have better
I
cat
have
stats.
2, 2, 2, 1 for me.
So yeah, it makes sense. I do the green because I have a worse cat stat.
Okay. I think the most important is the fish. So
I agree.
Okay, so
I'll try and get the fish.
give me one more. Or I only need 2. I suck.
You do something.
Okay, so next person is Steven.
You should do the green.
2 green.
Fishy fish.
2. Adam.
I have 1 green.
I think maybe he should try and steal the key.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Or- and then we can spend 1 more time unit here, I guess.
So I have a move. Where should I go?
What are your stats?
2, 1, 2.
To us.
Probably back here again.
Just here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now another time unit. Okay, so I'm gonna try for the first one again. Okay.
Okay.
So we
So
have
you
item
have
25.
Fish.
Is it okay?
Thank you.
Fishy fish. Alright.
It's literally a fish. We can trade it for a brown.
It's not too.
Alright, I'm gonna try and steal the key.
Steal the key.
Hold on. Let me try to steal the key because I have a 1 in green.
So do I.
So we can get flatbread.
So we could get flatbread maybe.
Okay.
You see, yeah.
You did
Got
it.
the key. Alright, I get 27. So then you guys should try to get the flatbread.
That's green.
Yeah.
Shawn should.
I will try first. It's 2.
2. Yeah.
I got it.
Yay.
I'm much
I'm
better at
useless.
rolling than you guys.
I'm
Whoa,
useless.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Literally, because he.
My guy is
thinks
like, I have
Seems
one no
like-
challenge. I have done nothing.
Flatbread.
Doesn't look like very good flatbread.
Okay.
It's because of
Flatbread.
Alright,
So there's
so
no actions
spend
being taken
another time.
Wait, do we all want to go there? What about the
I think
flatbread?
one person should go to this person here.
But there's nothing.
Is that-
We've been there before, right?
Yeah, but we have to be on the square to with the onk.
Does
So
the
we have
character
to, we
have
have to
to
train
have that on?
on. So we
I
have to be
guess
on
the
same
person
page.
with the has to have the
Oh, what about the flatbread line?
We all
What
want
was
to
that?
find-
Did the flatbread matter here?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Maybe not yet, but let's find out. So
Alright.
let's just complete this
Let's
challenge.
do
now.
the
Alright.
fish. Give her the fish.
So did you move us again, Shawn?
Did we
No.
did we take time for
Okay.
this?
9.
Okay, so give her the fish. And then we have to roll 3 purples.
Okay. Purple. So I'm a 1 on purple, so probably not
I'm
me.
a 2. I want to do something. I haven't done anything this game.
Why did you take my
Also,
25?
I'll know.
Why did you take 25 from me?
Because you discard it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right there.
One.
Oh.
Alright, it's purple. I'll roll. Fail.
Okay.
Alright, Shawn.
I roll 1.
Roll a 2. Fail. Alright, go ahead.
One more
Adam.
time, you guys?
Go to 8, yeah.
Hooray!
Alright, Adam gets
I get something.
item 7.
Then you can give it to someone at the location, and
Yeah.
we can move it.
Oh.
It's worth
Discard
10
for
gold.
2 gold.
Or
10 things. So here, give it
10
to someone
things.
else.
Why not? Oh, because you can move now.
Because we can, yeah,
Yeah.
so you can move to here.
Everyone,
it-
right?
Well, hold on. Only one person should move.
So I'll move there,
Yeah.
and then discard
Discard
the
it and take
to
the
take.
4 gold. And then that was, the other 4 gold one was this square,
Yeah,
right?
so someone move to that
So
location.
I'll move here.
Oh, that's a 4 gold thing?
Take items 11 instead of 10.
Oh, when you switch into her.
when you switch.
Fuck.
Because we could have gotten this character.
Yeah.
Huh?
Shit.
So, okay. So Steve.
Sorry.
So what happens is
I
if
did not read
if we
that
had the
properly.
onk, we could have taken item 11,
Oh.
which is probably this character,
Yeah.
instead of item 10.
I fucked up.
Okay.
It's not 10 and 11. It's
Let's just move
11
on.
instead of 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this
Alright,
is this
so-
4 square thing a permanent item or a temporary?
It's a temporary.
Okay. So let's move to a different location now, right? We're
Yeah.
done.
Yep, we're done here.
Alright, so now we need
I
to.
pulled an edge.
We spend 2.
It wasn't as bad as that.
We spend 2 to get out of this
It
location.
only took us like
And then
4
we're
times.
gonna
It's
go-
not literally the entire rest of that run.
We spend 2 to get out of the location. Are we also going to the entrance of set? Oh, that's
Set
over
mo-
here. So we have to spend 2 to get out of the location, 2 to go across the river.
No. 2 to get out of the location and the roll plus 1.
To cross the river.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're spending 2 to get out of the location. Did we do that already? I feel like we did.
Yeah,
Right?
you
Yeah.
just moved it.
For 2.
And
Yeah,
then if
for
we
two.
roll a 1 or a 3, you flip
Okay.
the card.
So who's rolling right now? It's Adam.
Sure.
Don't fuck up.
So we lose 3 total.
Okay.
And we're going to the entrance of set
You
mod.
lose 2 extra
Yeah.
to leave.
Is it 2
Yeah,
extra?
we did all that.
Yeah. We lost 2 to leave, 2 for the time captain, and 1 to cross.
Okay.
Entrance to set mod. That's a lot of entrance. Alright, time captain.
No, I'm not time captain.
Oh, who's time captain?
Mr.
Your progress along the western shore isn't without hardship. A heavy sun, a perpetual cloud of dust
You have
that
pink,
parches
right?
your
No,
throat.
we lost it.
You still manage to
But it
reach a
was just getting
valley
gold.
in which rests a fortified village, seated against the side of a mountain bearing small chapels and necropolises. This village is Setbat, the place of truth, where all the artisans tasked with erecting the tombs of the pharaohs reside. Your travels are interrupted by a guard post where the armed Medjay who control any passage into the zone are stationed. To the left, many Medjay are sitting and getting vocal around the game. Beside them, 2 other Medjays are inspecting the cargo of a line of donkeys laden with water-filled amphorae. Amphorae.
Strength person goes to the game, maybe?
Or the cargo? I don't know. They're
I'll
getting
go-
vocal around the game, so it sounds like they're arguing.
I'll go to the entrance.
Might be a fight.
Okay.
Could also need a mediator.
Or a gambler.
I do all those things.
Put me at the first one. A. No.
Wait. What?
Which one? Oh, this is the one fight? Okay, so then put me.
This is the game. This is the guards
Let me
guarding
see.
the entrance to the thing.
So it says to the left. To the left, many Medjay are sitting and getting vocal around the game. Besides them, 2 other Medjay are inspecting the donkeys.
So the rich man should go to inspecting the donkeys.
Okay, me. Put me there.
Okay.
What is this one?
Where's our 4th person? Oh.
What is this one's description?
Besides them, 2 other Medjay are inspecting the cargo of a line of donkeys laden with water-filled amphorae. That's all it says.
I'll go here.
Holy shit.
Me?
So, in order to get into these walls, we need to get a pass, which takes 10 time units.
We don't have 10 time units.
Seems like something you don't actually have to do, but
Yeah.
You get items 12 and 33 if you do this. Which could literally be like a new location, right? Literally be like a new location.
probably is, right? But
So guards are blocking our way. We can insist on going through, and it just reveals this.
You do a fight?
No, just says you can go
Reveal
through
it.
it. Just reveal it.
Sure, might as well,
Seems
right?
like a trap.
Yeah, but I mean we're at 3. What the fuck?
That's true.
I mean, sorry.
Where did Richard and
Listen.
let's go? Yeah.
Where did they go?
This guy is basically just complaining about his job.
Okay. So then should we just reveal this thing?
He says there were strikes last year, and the administration needs to do better if they want to avoid more strikes.
Let reveal it.
Fight.
I'm useful.
Hooray.
What are the
The
conditions?
20 receptacles has the
Archers.
archer symbol.
Yes. You touch the moment shows Archer. Cancel it.
I don't think that's what that means.
If you have not avoided the fight, you must immediately leave this location after the fight ends and cannot come back to it. Mark it closed.
If you have not avoided the fight, you must immediately leave this location after the fight ends.
So what was Shawn's card?
Is that what that means?
It was an archer symbol, right?
Oh.
Each time a combat shows the archer symbol, and it can cancel it. I mean, cancel the fight or
Yeah.
cancel the symbol.
Cancel the fight.
Okay.
What does that
What does
mean?
that mean?
We don't fight.
Yeah, it says if you have not avoided the fight,
Yeah.
you may immediately leave the location after the fight ends. And
And what do we get if we avoid the fight?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We just avoided
Sure.
the fight.
You just
Alright,
don't.
so
aren't
my
forced to.
guy, as long as we just don't do that, my guy is completely useless.
So let's get out of here.
So we have 3 time units, right?
Let's get out of here. Let's go explore.
So
the
we should
King's
only,
tomb.
we can only do that one potentially because it takes an extra time unit to go across.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, roll, Steven.
What is that symbol? The blue one?
So this represents that you're on the valley. This thing.
Okay,
You're on the west side.
Wheel of morality.
Okay, just
turn,
don't-
turn, turn.
Don't roll 3.
Tell us the things that we
Count it.
2.
And
Where's
1.
the A?
be in the
ABC.
tomb.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
King Tut's tomb, is that what it's called?
A, B, C. Lots of special access needed here.
Lead on, time captain leader.
The road to
Do you
the
have
tomb
any
is
of these?
difficult as
No.
you must keep going despite the heat and the dust devils. Then the first hypogea. Those tombs dug underground with an entrance in the mountain itself begin to appear. With them holding the many pharaohs of the new empire. You are now in the Valley of Kings, as you expected to find nothing more than rocks and reptiles around the eternal house of King Tut. You are surprised to end up face to face with a dozen soldiers. To the left, Theban soldiers, bows drawn and ready to shoot, watch over the central scene. The latter is made up of an upper officer tracing what seems to be a map in the dust, interacting energetically with a medjay. To the right, the medjay are mirroring those who are facing them, being on guard. If Emnat or Sethi are in the group,
M-hat.
you are not authorized to stay here. Choose another location, roll the die, and change time captain.
So my guy went from utterly useless to
Worse than
really,
useless.
really bad.
Alright, well, we failed and we ran out of time.
Okay, so let's read. I'll read. Give it to me. Where's my reading? Failure. Mission failed.
I blame
Me.
Adam. No, it's over here.
It was completely all my fault.
Mission failed to you.
Okay. You have once again failed miserably. You shouldn't make this a habit. If you've been handed an ITD, it's for a reason. Use it with good judgment and investigate what's around you to get your hands on the damn mask. Alright, that's not the end of this. Get back to it, guys. You can leave anything with the blue symbol, but remove and reset the remainder of the
This
game.
one, right?
Yep. Rereads card H of the base. Yeah, so place the item card, blah blah blah, choose receptacle in Felucia. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video.